Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and I'm here with a book video, and I have 7 piles of books here, and as you can tell from the title, these are the books that I want to read before the end of this year. I'm telling you what, I really just need to concentrate on these books for the rest of the year, because there are enough books here that I don't need to read any other books if I want to get these books read by the end of the year, with the way I've been reading books. So I'm going to start with some buddy reads, and these books don't fall in any other category other than I'm just going to be reading them with some friends. The first one is one that I'm going to start in August, and I'm going to read with my friend Chris, and it's Barbara Kingsolver's Unsheltered. All I know is it's about a house, and that's all I know. Okay, so I have nowhere to put these but on the floor. The other one I'm going to be reading with Tiffany from Beautiful Minutia. She's planning to read The Tenant of Wildfell Hall in November, and this book is by Anne Bronte, and I messaged her and said, hey, I want to read that with you. So I'm going to read this with her. So those are the 2 books that I plan to read just because somebody else said they were going to read it. And now I'm going to list the books that I'm going to be reading, because Chantel is doing the Agatha Christie read along. Okay, so I plan to read in August Death Comes as the End. These are all by Agatha Christie. Destination Unknown. The Mysterious Mr. Quinn. They Came to Baghdad. And Sleeping Murder. So now let's do some rereads. No. I have 3 books here that are books that are for sure I need to get them read because they have been on my TBR. Well, not this other one. I haven't put this on my TBR at all. I just thought I wanted to read it. Now I'm not so sure because I kind of don't know what I think of the first book anymore. I kind of read it and I liked it when I read it, and that's Rebecca Ross, Ruth's Vows. I read Divine Rivals and I liked it, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I still want to read it, but we'll just see. I mean, I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't read it before the end of the year. All right, now, this next book, if I don't get this read before the end of the year, my niece may beat me up. And that's Chain of Thorns. This is the last book in the Shadowhunters universe that I have not read yet, other than some books off in the, some branched off. And it's The Last Hours, book 3. So, I mean, she's kind of doing some other books, but I do want to get this read so that I can change the cover around. Because I don't want the girl on the cover. And I mean, I don't mind the girl. I think it might be Lucy, or it's I don't remember the other girl's name that it could be, but I want James on the cover because to me he's the main character. But anyway, I need to get this read. It's been on my TBR since November of last year when it came out. And I promised my niece I would read it. I need to see if she'll go back and read it with me. And then this book that has been on my TBR since January of this year, House of Flame and Shadow. I may just put like House of Sky and Breath back on my shelf and just pick this book up and start reading. I know how Sky and Breath ends, so just go with it, you know? It's time. It's just time, right? I wonder if there's another side to this book. So those are my big boys, those two. All right. Now we get into some rereads, and these are all on readathons. So I have Wuthering Heights, and I know you can't really see that, by Emily Bronte. I believe I'm going to be rereading Wuthering Heights, and I'll probably be listening to it mostly for my Jane Eyre readathon in September. I'm going to be rereading Little Women in December. I'm going to be rereading Dracula by Bram Stoker. I don't know when, but at some point. I do like Dracula. And of course, let me cover up Jane Eyre in September by Charlotte Bronte. All right, some books that are going to be on my Jane Eyre readathon. Possibly. I don't know if I'm going to read this one or not, but it's a possibility. I might read The Brontes, A Life in Letters. I will be reading The Life of Charlotte Bronte by Elizabeth Gaskell. North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. My Plain Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. And that's a retelling of Jane Eyre. Another book that I want to read, those are all my for sure's, is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. And I want to read David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. These are some books that I have set aside that I want to make sure I get read. Three of them are for my 52 books in 52 weeks. They fit prompts that I need filled. The other two, I just want to make sure I read them because they are important to me. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. This Tender Land by William Kent Kruger. Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grann. This is about the Osage murders and the birth of the FBI. And Natchez Burning by Greg Iles. All right, and then I have my 12 books to read in 2024 recommended by friends. As you know, I haven't done very well. I've read the one that James recommended to me, the one my niece Renee recommended to me, the one her son Eli recommended to me, the one Chris recommended to me, and the one my Aunt Betty recommended to me. So I've done 5. And I have misplaced one of them. I have misplaced my, when I get to it, I'll tell you. So I'll put the one from my mom that my mom recommended. The Oracle is the one my mom recommended for me to read. She has it right now, and she told me I could get it whenever I was ready to read it. I'm not ready to read it yet. This one my friend Mary recommended is by Debbie McComber. It's Wanted Perfect Partner, and it's a romance. This is one my friend Karen recommended. The Hunger Games. Y'all know I don't like dystopian, so I keep putting this one off. My sister Julie recommended Stephen King's Mr. Mercedes because I liked Holly, and that's the beginning of the story. This is the one I'm reading in August. It's Gilbert Morris, The Home Place, and this one, my friend Ellen recommended. She just recommended a Gilbert Morris. She said just pick one, and so this is the one I picked. My friend Hannah from the Teachers TBR picked A Lovely War by Julie Berry, and she's thick. The book. My niece Jackie picked Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I'm gonna put one up here because I didn't pull it down. I started Dangerous Beauty by Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails, but I have not finished it because it's a very, very, very difficult read, and I'm not sure I can pick it back up because of the content. Then my friend Beverly picked Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. And then she also made a suggestion for her husband Darren, which is the one I have misplaced. It is here somewhere. Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. So those are my books that I want to make sure I get finished by the end of the year. And like I said, now if I just concentrate on all of those books, I will maybe get all of them read, but you know, I'm not. I'm going to put as many books on my TBRs every month as I possibly can so that I can stress myself out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, just click that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.